Buffy bot should be on. Let me see. Let's see. Did it come on? Oh, there it goes. Buffy bot is working. Okay, you need to talk to me on Discord. You're gonna DM me, and I like. Do you need to talk now or like after the stream? I hope you're having a good day today. It is, well, good afternoon. I hope you had a good day today, and you're having a good night as well. So you just sent a DM. Okay, let me check Discord real quick. Let me log onto my phone. Excuse me. It's like raining here now. I don't know if we're supposed to get thunder showers or not, but yeah, it is raining. Okay, I see it. I'm getting it now. Ah, okay. I see. I got your message. Okay. Okay, I just replied back to you. You have a tornado warning for Wednesday? Oh wow, that is so crazy. That is so crazy. I'm so happy I do not live in an area that gets tornado. Like I think like the last time we actually had a tornado was like in '97, and like it touched down, hit like one area. It wasn't too bad. I think it was like I don't remember. I think they said it was like an F2 or something. I don't know. Hey Tommy, it is T Nation. What is up? Welcome to the live stream. So, okay, so I have not played Law and Order in a long while. This game is from Telltale Games, but it's not like the choices you make like affect any outcome. We are Law and Order guys. We get to do the whole detecting of the detectives area, and then we get to go to court and do the courting. we get to be lawyers. There we go. You're getting thunder showers until 2 a.m. Oh my god. You know what? Because I know my mom texted me. She was like, you're just getting rain and possibly like high winds. But I don't know. I don't know. We shall see, right? I'll take the rain, just not the high winds, because I do not want the electricity to go out. Oops, I totally spelled that wrong. Okay, there we go. Okay, I text you back, Devin. Okay, so let's hop into the game. Like I said, it's been a while since I actually played this, so I don't remember everything. Let me know if you can hear the game, if the volume is too low or anything. I hope I wouldn't say Law and Order is like amazing, but it's pretty fun. Hold on, I want to join the bank heist, guys. I mean, I like Law and Order. So let me see. Like I said, it's been a minute. Okay, so we did episode 1, Revenge, and we only got like 3 stars because we suck. And episode 2. Wait, did we finish up? Okay, yeah, we did finish up episode 1, and then episode 2. This was my old rank too, so hopefully we can like get a way better outcome this time around. So let's do episode 2. Let's replay it. I'm gonna load it from the beginning.
In the criminal justice system, the people are represented by 2 separate yet equally important groups: the police who investigate crime and the district attorneys who prosecute the offenders. These are their stories.
Bank heist 19. You put 1975.
Coming, sweetie.
Hey William, what is up?
Mommy's here, Noah.
Buccaneers. I kind of like it's like Buccaneers. Oh my gosh, what? Why is he?
Neil?
What just happened? William, what is up?
That you?
looking. This is Law and Order Legacy. I don't think you did.
Did you see anything
I'm
when
good,
you opened
William.
the door?
How are you?
Anybody on the street? A car?
No, nothing at all. At first I thought it was some kind of prank, but then I looked down and saw
Wait, did he die?
Neil.
Okay. Yeah, that's all the questions for now.
Some prank.
Tommy's ready for a
well,
fight.
Sounds like he was a real cop.
Be all Terminator and stuff. I know, right? Speaking of which, I love some Terminator. Okay, so I turned down the music because I do not want to get any copyright anything. Yeah, they're like, you're playing some copyrighted music for Law and Order. But if you watch Law and Order, you all know the theme. So, you know. Okay, William, you can do that. I just got done talking to Devin over on Discord, so no worries. Oh, I did play, I played 3 things of Fortnite last night. It reset my rank. I'm ranked 2 now.
Goulash? Get it out of here, Ray, for God's sake.
What's the matter?
Wait, what?
It doesn't smell too bad to me.
No, it smells too good. Julia's got me on a health food diet.
Oh.
She's got this crazy idea high blood pressure is a bad thing.
Yeah, because
Sounds
it
like
is.
a real nut. I give it 3 weeks.
The diet or Julia?
Both.
Rogers just dropped off a report on Neil Jensen. Exsanguination.
Poor guy
And
bled
a
to death.
bottle of fertilizer.
Well,
What
that
would
would
that
explain
do?
all the red stuff.
Oh, okay, Lieutenant Van Buren can supply valuable information about the case. Ask her about the victim's wounds by selecting the topic button. Okay, so let's talk about the victim's wound.
How many cuts we talking about?
Over a dozen, but most of them are superficial. Victim bled out from a deep laceration to the femoral artery.
Okay, Devin. Do the wounds match the cause of death? Oh my gosh, I don't even know. Hold on. I was like too busy chatting with you guys. Okay. Please. Wait. Did he die? Hold on, did the dude die? I'm the worst detective ever. Okay, did you see anything? No. First I thought, okay, then. Okay, so. Dropped off the report. He exsanguination. Okay, he bled out. Over a dozen. Okay, yeah, so, yeah, because he bled out. Okay. Hey, Snowden kids, what is up? Welcome to the live stream. Okay, how does this match? Van Buren reported the cause of death of exsanguination. Van Buren said the cause of death was anyone's guess. Wait, no, that's extermination. This is exsanguination. Okay. Here we go. Okay, we're off to a good start, guys. My golden shield, I borrowed it from Wonder Woman. Okay, Lieutenant Van Buren can help reveal more information about Noah Johnson's murder. Okay, ask her about any of these topics. A new topic has been revealed. Let's see. Let's get the weapon first,
What do we know
then we'll
about
get the
the
time of
weapon?
death.
Switchblade, maybe?
Right length, but Rogers says it was curved, like a scythe.
Our victim was
What?
done in by a midget Grim Reaper.
Midget Grim Reaper. He shouldn't have said that, dudes. Okay, so I guess we'll do physical
Anything we
evidence.
can use to ID the perp?
No fingerprints, but it appears some of the blood on Jensen's
it's
clothes
only 2.
wasn't his own.
Our victim got in a few good jabs before he went down, huh? What does the lab have to say?
Results aren't back
Well,
yet.
at least we
Any
didn't
minute
die
now.
in the bank heist. Oops, I didn't even hear what she said. Okay, well, whatever.
Time of death?
4:17 a.m. Apparently, the guy was still alive when his wife found him, but just barely. Blood trail leads down to the curb, then disappears.
So someone
He got to die
threw
at
him out
home.
of the car?
When did he get wounded?
Around 2.
Slow bleeder.
Well, we've all got problems.
Why didn't he drive himself to the hospital? Did Jensen die instantly of his wound? No. Okay, how do you know? Because Briscoe says attacked by midget vampires. Report said it took an hour for him to bleed out. Report says it took 2 hours for him to bleed out. Report said he died before this one? Yes! We got a star. Okay, that was a guess. Okay, Tommy.
Van Buren. Uh-huh. Really? How do they...
It was not Rye's fault.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Elliptical and nucleated. Got it.
What?
Well, let us know if you find out anything else. That was the lab.
Elliptical and nucleated?
The red blood cells?
Oh, okay.
Turns out it's not human. It's bird blood.
What kind of bird?
A dead one, I'm guessing.
What?
The victim was stabbed with a
I was
pelican.
gonna say he was stabbed with a bird? How did he get bird blood on him? Okay, Jensen's residence.
Hold off a minute, Lenny. I got something here.
What?
The Jensen's nanny. She's waiting
I
to
am
catch a
doing
bus,
good,
but I
Tommy.
don't see it
How are
coming yet.
you?
Then let's not waste any time.
Is that his wife?
Mind if we ask you a few questions?
Relationship with the deceased. What's the relationship?
Did you know Neil Jensen very
Oh, is she
well?
the babysitter?
You mean, were we lovers?
That wasn't where I was going.
But since you brought the subject up,
No, he was my employer, that's all. I liked him, though. We had a lot of good talks. He was interested in stuff, you know? Ideas. He was really interested when
Hey,
he
Taylor,
found out I
welcome
was
to
a
the live
Wiccan.
stream. I love Law and
Go
Order
like that.
too.
Ask questions.
I don't know where William went. Does this rule her out as a suspect? Oh. We need to do more investigation. Okay, so why can't you rule her out as a suspect yet? I really wasn't paying attention to what she said. Haven't had to check her alibi yet, which is true. Nannies are always lying about something. Okay, Briscoe said they found a young woman's fingerprint on the body. Curtis believes we have to check her alibi. She sounds like Marge Simpson. Oh my goodness, she's a witch. Okay, well, let's check out the alibi first.
Where were you Wednesday morning at 2 a.m.?
In bed. Where else?
Here?
I only work days. I live in Bedford-Stuy. Check with my parents if you don't believe me.
Okay, but her parents could totally cover for her, so that is not a plausible alibi. No! They told me it's not. Okay. Okay, well, whatever. Okay, so let's find out about
how
the
did
marriage.
Mr. and Mrs.
We
Jensen
only can
get
get two
along?
more
Did
wrong.
they fight?
All married couples fight sometimes, I guess. I don't plan to get married myself.
I used to say that too.
Yeah, I said it a bunch. Yeah, never did me any good.
But not everybody fights in front of the nanny.
Hey, Jordan. Okay. Press the top. Should we press the topic further, guys? Or should we just go on to the next question? Oh, you said Marge was a witch. Wait, like, you mean like a witch because she's just mean? Or like, was Marge Simpson really a witch? You too, Tommy. Stay safe. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Further. Okay, so we're going to press her further. Yes, you were right, Devin. Okay, the nanny. Why? Because the nanny is cute. No, not really. The nanny is being unhelpful and combative. The widow stated her nanny was acting suspicious. Fighting in front of the nanny could be a sign of serious marital tension. No, Jordan, you are not stupid. I would never think you were stupid. No, Jordan, never say that. I don't think she was being combative. But did the widow say she was acting kind of suspicious? I don't remember. Hold on. Let's go back. Okay, that's her talking to the baby. Did you see anything when you opened the door? Anyone on the street? A car? No, nothing at all. At first, I thought it was some kind of prank. But then I looked down and saw Neil. Okay, so... Okay, I don't... Like, why would we further question her? Like... Do you think she was being unhelpful? You are not done with your life, Jordan. Stop it. I don't know. Okay, I guess we'll go with fighting in front of the nanny could mean signs of serious marital tension. Oh, we were right. Okay. I thought we were going to get that wrong. Okay, we unlock new topics. I mean, honestly, I don't believe her being a Wiccan has anything to do with him being stabbed. So, let's
What
go
did
with
Mr.
this.
and Mrs. Jensen fight about when they fought?
Ah, the usual. Money. I guess he was better at spending it than making it, and new babies cost a lot.
Yeah, they do.
He was pretty pissed when she cut off his allowance.
Wait, allowance?
How old was he, 12?
Hey, don't tell her I told you that. I want the nice as it is.
Could there be trouble? Yes, there could be trouble. She has him on an allowance? Which conclusion is not supported by the nanny's words? There is tension between her and Miss Johnson. There was tension between Mr. Johnson and Mrs. Johnson. The Johnsons fought about the baby. The Johnsons fought about money. Okay, which conclusion is not? I would say they did fight about the baby. Okay, cool. We're doing good so far.
Here's my bus. Gotta run.
We got all we need out of her. Come on, let's
Convenient
talk to the
bus stop. We're like right there. Okay, so we got stars. We got 4 out of 4. Bonus stars. We got 2 out of 4. Lifetime total. I still don't know what that means. And we didn't get sucked into any red herrings. Good. I think we're doing good so far,
sorry
guys.
I wasn't much help to you last night.
We quite understand, Mrs. Jensen. You've been through a terrible shock.
Please call me Ellie. And I apologize again in advance. I'm going to have to cut this short when Noah wakes up at 3:55.
You've got him on a schedule?
It's the other way around.
He
Wait
has
and
her.
see. You could set your watch by him.
Okay, Neil and money, missing personal item, Neil and the nanny, Neil's history. Guess we'll start it off about his history.
Anything you can tell me about your husband's background?
He had a poker problem in college when I first knew him. Junior year, I had to cover his student fees because he gambled away the money his parents gave him. Of course, that was 15 years ago, but I worried maybe he was falling back into old habits.
Okay, so she felt that he was falling back into old habits. Okay, so let's talk about him and money.
Your husband was a writer.
Oh, maybe I've read some of his work.
I doubt it. I didn't mean that the way it sounds.
She was like, I doubt it.
You don't by any chance subscribe to the Metamodernist Quarterly.
So your husband wasn't about to become the next John Grisham.
Wasn't that difficult for you? I mean, him not bringing in a regular income?
We got by. I believed in my husband's work, detective, and thankfully my income was sufficient to support both of us comfortably. I'm principal at PS 84.
Oh, okay. Well, that explains her putting him on an allowance. Doing the nanny, Neil's spending habits. Okay, so Neil's spending habits, and where was Neil last? No, Jordan, I don't think you were a bad mod, but remember I told you the mods have to discuss it amongst themselves before anything can happen about you and becoming a mod again. I think we asked about his spending habits.
Any idea what Mr. Jensen wasted your money on?
God knows. Like I said, he was very closed-mouthed about his research expeditions.
Oh man, do we believe her? Like, I mean, if she has him on an allowance, wouldn't she, and she knew he had previous issues with gambling, wouldn't she kind of know what he was up to? I have no idea. Do we believe her? Yes or no, guys? I don't know. I don't know if I believe her or not. No, you're not a bad co-owner, are you? Yeah, I think you believe. You know what? We're our own toughest critic. We're the toughest on ourselves. So you could be doing a very good job, but you believe that you're not doing a good job as being a co-owner. Okay, I kind of don't believe her. I think this. Oh yes. Okay, good. Based on what evidence? The nanny has already indicated that Neil has a gambling problem. Yes, the nanny was definitely no. She was no. His wife said he had a gambling problem. Ella already stated that she feared Neil's gambling habits were back. Yes.
Be honest.
Any chance it was something illegal? Drugs, gambling, or maybe
Hey
he was being
Robo, what
blackmailed?
is up? Welcome to the live stream. We're gonna
What's
be
that
good
noise?
detectives.
Our chickens, Henny, Penny, and Maxine.
Wait, they have chickens? Penny,
You've
Penny,
never
and
seen
Maxine.
chickens in New York?
Well,
No.
sure, but they usually come with biscuits and a side of mashed potatoes.
You're behind the times, officers. Urban farming is the wave of the future. Fosters a connection to the earth, Plus, once you've tasted homegrown eggs, those watery factory-produced things just make you
Wait,
gag.
didn't they say they found bird blood on him? Neil, okay. Chicken, yes. Okay. Yes, chicken blood.
One of the things we're trying to make sense of here, Ellie, is we found avian blood on your husband's clothes.
Avian?
Bird blood.
Yes, you are.
I know what the
you
word
can help
means. It's just very odd.
Because I'm
That's
not
what
that
we
great
thought.
at
Maybe
being a
your husband
detective.
slaughtered a chicken for dinner last night?
I don't think so. He doesn't take much of an interest in them, to be honest. They're more my thing. He only helps out when it's something I can't bring myself to do.
And so what is that, my dear? Neil and the chickens. I really want to find out where he was last night, but first I want to continue this chicken.
About those chickens of yours, what do you mean when you say Neil would do the things you couldn't bring yourself to do?
Well, Raccoon's got one once, and he cleaned up the mess, but that was ages ago. And I made him get rid of Roger last July.
Roger?
Why?
A cockerel. He
Oh.
started out as Rebecca.
I mean,
See, keeping hens is perfectly legal
You
in New
can't
York
keep a
City,
rooster.
but it's against the law to keep
okay,
a
her
rooster.
husband showed
Makes
up
sense to me.
We
at
raised
4
our brood from
a.m.
chicks.
stabbed.
And of course, all
I think they
chicks
said a
look
dozen
alike.
times, and
They're
he bled
sexed
out.
before they're sold, but the process isn't foolproof. We bought 4 hens.
And one of them turned out to be a rooster.
Right. By the time we found out she was a he, I had grown fond of him. I didn't have the heart to get rid of him myself, so I made Neil do it. But like I said, that
She
was
made her husband
practically
kill
a
the
year
chicken.
ago.
Well, the rooster.
Do you know what he did with it?
He took it back to the farm we got it from, in New Jersey. Cora's Cluckers. I can give you their number. They know us there.
Okay, thanks. Okay, yeah, so he showed up at 4 a.m. on their doorstep. He was stabbed a dozen times, and he bled out. Let me see what else. And then the coroner's report also said that there was avian blood on him, and we just found out that they have chickens. So that's like, I'm trying to remember what else. I think that's like pretty much it of the, because this we just actually started. So missing person or item, nil and okay, where was he last
Do
night?
you know where your husband went last night?
I have no idea. He left the house around 9, said he'd be back late, and
Oh,
I shouldn't
also
worry.
they believe he got
But
stabbed
you did.
around
Of course, but
2.
no more than
And
usual.
it took him like 2 hours
This
to
was
bleed out.
par for the course for Neil. When he's working on a new story, he'll go off on research expeditions. Often at strange hours, sometimes for days at a time, and he never talks about it till he has a rough draft on paper. Doesn't want anyone to influence his thought process.
Interesting. Does her statement contradict the time of death? Okay, she said he went out. Okay, what time did she say he went? Strange hours. Okay, I would say, does her statement contradict it? No. Yes! I'm doing good this time! Okay. How do you know? Ella was vague on where Neil was. Okay, blah, 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 blah. Ella was vague on whether Neil was out late. Ella said Neil left at 2 p.m. He died at, no, he didn't die at 9. He died at 4 a.m. Ella said Neil left around 9 p.m. Yeah, so it would be this one. I don't think so. The coroner's report didn't get all into that. All I know is he bled out. He died from exsanguination. And it took him about 2 hours, so he was a slow bleeder. You did? No, what happened? Okay, you know what? Don't tell me on the stream what happened. Tell me in a DM on Discord. Okay, missing person. Yeah, were there any missing personal
Was your
items on
husband
him?
missing anything when you found him? Any valuable personal items?
His wallet?
Was on him. $8 and a MasterCard.
His Rolex.
Okay, did Van Buren mention a Rolex? No, she did not. I remember that.
No Rolex on the body.
I gave it to him on our 10-year anniversary. It's
Well,
engraved.
yeah, I mean, if he
always
wasn't
wore it.
stabbed in any major artery or anything, he would slowly bleed out. But they said he was a slow bleeder, you know. So We're just going by the game mechanics. I mean, as long as they didn't hit an organ. See, this is what I don't understand. Okay, if the knife didn't hit a major organ, it didn't hit any major blood vessels, it didn't hit an artery, so he had enough time to drive himself to the hospital. I don't know why he drove home. So, okay, topics: Neil and the nanny.
Your nanny.
Oh, and the nanny's a
Adam Marie
witch, but I don't
Velasquez.
think that
This may
really
be an
matters.
indelicate question, but your husband never...
Neil liked to flirt, but he wasn't a cheater.
You're sure?
that's why she has
I know
him
what goes on in my
a,
house.
uh,
I'm sure of that.
What's it called?
And I installed a nanny cam to make extra sure.
Plus his wife, she has him on a oh my goodness, an allowance, because she's like the main breadwinner. So she has her husband on. Oh, there it goes. It says right here. She has him on an allowance.
We heard something about you cutting off your husband's allowance.
No.
Do you believe her? No. Why not? Van Buren reported that Neil's wallet was completely empty. Jenny Marie already stated Ella cut off her ex-husband. Cut off her ex. That's not her husband. Anna Marie already stated Ella cut her husband's allowance. The nanny said Neil was interested. No, it's this one.
Who told you that? Ada Marie?
If I
We're not at
were
liberty to
stabbed,
divulge.
I would actually drive to the
She's
hospital.
alluding to the fact that I took Neil's name off the savings
I wouldn't
account
go
last week.
home.
I didn't enjoy doing it, but
Yes?
when Neil was in research
I'm not everyone,
mode,
right?
he spent money. Well, recklessly. He'd get so caught up in his work, prudence would go out the window. I used to put up with it, but
Hey,
new
focused.
babies are
What is up?
expensive.
Wait, you're depressed. Why? What's wrong?
There goes the alarm.
3:55.
The baby is
What'd I
wood.
tell you?
Oh, I
Right
love
on
you
schedule.
too, Jordan. Thank you. Jordan's sharing the love, guys. Okay, we're doing good so far, except when we go to court. Watch us mess up.
Writing in your diary.
No, I
It's
literally
not a
would.
diary.
If I was stabbed, I
a
would.
journal.
Well, actually, I would
What
call
kind of
911
journal?
first,
None of your business. Did you call
and
Cora's
then like to see how long the
Clarence?
paramedics would take
Yeah,
to come.
she remembers
And then I
Neil
think I would drive
Jensen.
to the hospital
Said
if I
he
was
never
close to
brought
the
her
hospital.
any roosters.
She's sure?
Sounds sure. Matter of fact, she was away at the state fair on the day Jensen supposedly brought the bird in.
So he lied to the little woman, huh? Our victim had a questionable character.
What was he up
Imagine
to?
you're a husband, and not the most responsible husband in the world.
That's quite an imaginative leap.
Your wife gives you a live rooster and tells you to take it by public transportation all the way to New Jersey to get rid of it. What do?
Oh, I thought she
Sure
was
as hell
gonna
don't take it
try.
all the way to Jersey. I dump it in the closest spot I can find and go catch a ball game.
Yeah.
Right. And there's only so many places you can take a live chicken if you're too squeamish to kill it. Huang's Live Poultry, 1521 Barry.
I was gonna say,
just
when you
6
take it to
blocks
like
from the Jensen
a
house.
restaurant
check
or
'em
a
out.
butcher.
Farm animals in the middle of Brooklyn. I've lived in this city my whole life and it never
It
ceases
depends
to
on where you were
surprise me.
stabbed, though,
Well, we
Robo.
serve everyone here. We've got kosher slaughter for our Jewish clients, halal for the Muslims.
And if I'm in the mood for pork chops,
For that, we've got a Dominican butcher.
he covers all bases.
Yes, he does.
Mind if we ask you a few questions?
Those are
Okay,
questions
but
that
be
we all
quick.
must
The
ask
dinner rush is
ourselves.
gonna start
Focus.
any minute.
Okay, so I don't know. I guess we'll show him the ID of our victim.
This guy ever come in here?
No.
Look again.
Mr. Huang, I thought you said you serve everyone here. How can you be so sure you haven't served him?
Yeah, what I mean is everybody but wasps. His type usually like their meat wrapped in plastic.
Well, technically, okay. Again, it depends on where you're stabbed and if you're able to. You're not gonna be out of it. You can, as long as you can minimize the bleeding, you can drive. Yeah. No, you can drive with one hand as long as you don't have. As long as it's automatic and it's not a stick shift. Please.
How many employees you got?
6, 3 in front, 3 in back.
You look into their backgrounds before you hire them?
They're all citizens, detective.
You sure about that?
Listen, I serve immigrant customers, so I hire immigrant workers. Good workers. Just because a guy wasn't born in this country, does that make him a murder suspect?
No
That
one
sounds
said
like racial
anything about
profiling
that.
to
Slow
me.
up, dude. Okay, anything odd about what he said? I don't know. Hold on. Hey, Eric, what is up? Welcome to the live stream. Okay, was there anything odd in what he just said, guys? Okay, listen, I serve immigrant customers, I hire immigrant workers, good workers. Just because a guy wasn't born in this country, does that make him a murder suspect? Oh, yes. Okay, I caught it. Because we didn't say anything about murder. Yes. I caught that. You would get yourself some help? Exactly. Okay, what exactly? His outburst was disproportionate to the offense. He mentioned a murder suspect, but Curtis never said anything about the murder. We've already learned that the priority. Okay, Richard Profile. No, this is it. This is it right here.
I don't believe I said this was a murder investigation.
Well, what else would it be?
Okay, if I ever get stabbed, I hope I don't, but if I ever get stabbed and I survive it, I will let you know how I handled it.
You slaughter your animals here on the premises?
Sure, naturally. Look, my client wants to come in, select an animal, and take home the meat the same afternoon.
That's some fresh
Does your
meat.
client generally want to watch the slaughter?
No, that's against policy. Our abattoir's a separate space in back.
Past the plastic curtain.
Correct.
Though I will say, I drove myself to the hospital when I was in labor, so, and we won't get all into details, but yeah, I made it to the hospital in time. So, no, I mean, it's okay Jordan doesn't excessively tag people, Eric, so is it important to look at, should we go back to where they do the slaughtering? Yeah, I did, because I couldn't get in touch with the hubby. He was at work and he wasn't answering the phone, and he met me at the hospital though, but yeah, I had to drive myself. I didn't want to call the paramedics, so I had to get myself there. Or I was going to have a baby at home. That's a story for another time. Okay, so let's go look at that. Yes, you were right. Thank you, Robo. I appreciate it. Why is it important? If Hung doesn't want you to see what's back there, it must be worth seeing. I never could pronounce this word right. That's why I just say the slaughter place. The abattoir is a likely place for a knife fight. Oh yeah, it would be because it's blood. It's a fun place to spend an afternoon. No, it's not. I don't know. Which one should we should we go with the first one or the second one? I don't know which one we should go with. I mean, if something's back there that he doesn't want us to see, then clearly he's trying to hide something. But that would actually be a good place for a knife fight, because the blood would just mix in with the other blood, and plus they could hose it down with the hose. I'm gonna do this one? Oh no, we were wrong. I suck at being a detective. Okay. He tagged Rye in the last one. It's okay. I mean, like, if Rye doesn't have a problem with it, it's totally fine, Eric. I know, right? We like spending our Saturdays afternoons watching animals be slaughtered for food. Okay, should we go back there and inspect it, or should we add... I mean, we're not here for the FDA, but I guess we'll do this.
We'd like to take a look inside your abattoir if you don't mind.
Out of the question.
We're investigating a serious crime, Mr.
He doesn't want us going back there.
And I'm running a business. I can't let you back there. It would violate health regulations.
We won't tell the inspector. Honest.
The answer is no. Not without a warrant.
He wants us to get a warrant. We can't enter it. We can't go. Oh, wait! Oh, well, that was good. Okay. It's important for the police to foster good, which is true. Foster good relations with local business unless you get a warrant first. Any evidence, this is the truth right here. You need a warrant because any evidence that we find will be inadmissible in court because we acquired it illegally.
One moment, please.
Uh-oh, he's a shady individual because he has a tattoo. No, I'm joking. I'm kidding. Just because you have tattoos and scars. He got the Rolex watch.
Sorry for the interruption. One of my butchers has a problem at home.
Okay, Eric, Jordan, let's
Mr.
calm
Wang,
down.
could I
Let's
ask
calm
you where
down.
You got that watch?
Knock it off, guys.
This? It's just a knockoff. I got it from a guy on 5th Avenue.
Mind if I
I
take a
had
closer
pepperoni
look?
and I know
Now look
pepperoni
here. Enough with
salami
the
pizza.
suspicious
It was so
questions.
good.
I'm an American citizen and I got my rights.
But you're acting
Sounds
sketch,
like
dude.
a no.
We're gonna come back with a warrant. We didn't get any bonus stars. Cry, cry, cry. Okay, but we did good. Excellent work. We're doing good as a detective, guys. District Attorney's Office.
This guy's hiding something.
And you're basing that on...
He's wearing a Rolex. The victim's
Yeah,
wife
that's
told
the
us he was
victim's
missing a
wife's
Rolex,
Rolex.
one he never took off.
So wearing a Rolex is now illegal.
He refused to let us check out the back room in his meat market.
Jensen had avian blood on him. That room's the best spot in the neighborhood to find dead birds. There's something back there he doesn't want us
Oh
to
yeah,
see.
we could have got a sample of the bird
Spare
blood.
me. As it stands right now, there isn't enough evidence to suggest probable cause. Give me reason to believe that there was something worse than slaughter going on in that room, or you don't get a warrant. And no arrest unless you've got something physical
Oh man,
to
and
tie
we
this
can't
guy to the
prove it.
victim.
Oh no, Jordan. Are you gonna stay? You're gonna stay, but you're not
Havisham,
just gonna chat?
partner.
Oh, okay.
Wait a minute. Nina Havisham. She was one of the suspects in the preppy jogger case.
The
So?
preppy what case?
Van Buren took us off that one.
Yeah, but remember that little speech he gave back in February? All detectives are encouraged to ask about crimes they're not currently investigating. It's all about spreading the widest possible net. Well, the case may be closed for now, but the net's still open.
Hey, well, happy fishing, partner.
Hey, you know that meat market sells cow skulls?
Now, I know that definitely isn't on your diet. Look what it says in the logs.
Wait.
3 weeks ago Tuesday, we got a late-night complaint about noise coming from the meat market.
Oh,
How
they have Fight Clubs there. No,
1:45
I don't know.
a.m. Then, 2 weeks ago, also on Tuesday, the same noise complaint.
Let me
Who's
guess.
the killer?
Same thing happened last Tuesday.
The Butcher Man?
About 15 minutes before Neil Jensen was wounded. What do you think?
I think we've got our warrant.
Yeah, I think we do too. It's a Fight Club. Fight Club.
All right then. But at least let me watch.
I don't know if
I'm
he's
sorry,
the killer,
it's against
but
policy.
maybe he knows who did the killing.
Okay, well, we found our bird blood. I'm still not sure what else we're looking for.
Okay, yes, here comes the
Anything that'll
CSI
tell us
part.
what was going on after hours Tuesday night.
True.
And whether
And look
Neil
at look,
Jensen
there's
was in on it.
a butcher knife. I know there's some other knives around here. Okay, remember, click objects to select and grab them. Click on the arrows to navigate around the scene. Okay. Select the magnifying lens to consult your search screen. It contains hints on what you need to find. Okay, so we need to find, this looks like meat, a butcher knife, a hacksaw, a cleaver, maybe a ledger, and then there's two things that we don't know what these are that we have to find. Okay, so of course, the first thing ooh, what's this? Do we need this? No. Okay. We need this. Oh, click that. Okay, possible murder weapon. Yeah, how do I move in? Oh, okay. Why can't I get this? Wait. This is the butcher knife. What? Oh, what? Oh, okay. I remember this now. You have to
Think this
circle
could
it.
be our murder weapon?
I don't think so.
Okay, so we got that. And then we need this.
That's a hell of a lot of blood.
Could
It
have come
sure
from
is.
a pig or something, I guess, but why would you wrap a pig in a blanket?
That
I mean,
seems
a real pig
suspect.
in a real blanket.
Let's take it back to forensics.
Ooh, yeah, pizza and cheese fries. Yummy. Anything over here? Is this the book that we need? Yeah, it is. Okay, cool. Can we pick it up? Okay, there we go.
Now we're cooking.
What's that?
A ledger. And I got a feeling these ain't sales of ground round in here. They look like bets.
Looks like NJ owes a bundle to EH.
E.H. Edward Wang.
Okay. He put that together quickly, didn't he? Okay, and who's EH? Is that our victim? What else do we have to find? We need this, and then these two. Unknowns. Oh, there it goes. Right there. Oh, and we
This
need
could
that
do a
knife.
guy in.
Sure, but not our guy.
Okay, this knife. This looks like, I think, what is this, a fillet knife?
Van Buren said it was a short, curved blade.
Is that it? Yes. Okay, so now what? What else do we need? We need to get that blood tested. And oh, you banned. Okay, well, see, is that why you're fighting, guys? Well, I hope you're able to blow everything over. Source of the blood and a curved blade. Okay, so that. See, we can't go over here because this one looks kind of curved. This one looks kind of curved. That could be a source of blood, but then what's this? Could this be blood? No. Okay. Okay, so I'm assuming this is the source of the blood? No. Oh my goodness, guys. Huh. Okay, bloody blanket. The gloves. Okay, let me try the glove. No, not the gloves. Can we go in here? No, we can't. We're only down to, I don't know. What's this? Oh my goodness. Okay, I don't think this is blood. Do you have any? Look around again. Okay, look on the bottom. I don't see anything. This looks like butcher paper. This is probably like where they put the meat to weigh it and everything after they slice it up. I mean, could it be in here? No. I don't know where. Oh, look. Hold on, wait. The circle. I know. No. No, that's not. Okay, we're down to the bottom of the sink. Okay, we're on the bottom of the sink. Like right here? I don't see anything on the bottom of the sink. I see bleach. Let me see. Can we go any further than here? No. Okay, hold on. Let me go back over to the sink. I wish this camera could turn faster. Sink. I don't see anything. A corner hidden in the dark. Nope. Oh my goodness. I don't know. I don't see anything. Source of avian blood. A curved blade. Huh. Okay, okay, I see the bleach bottle. And there's nothing else under the sink. A curved blade in the source of the blood. I don't hate you, Jordan. I mean, this kind of looks like a curved. No. Okay, well, we're all out of guesses. I suck as a detective. Can we open these drawers? No. Could it be in here?
You want to search the garbage?
Hey, nothing I like better than digging
goodness.
through a mound of chicken heads and feathers.
Like, seriously? Okay, so can we... This whole time it was right here. Okay. I was on the...
What'd you find?
I was on the
It's
right...
the carcass of a whole rooster.
Wrong
Big
trash
one, too.
bin.
Why do you suppose they just throw it away?
Maybe it died of diphtheria.
Nah, it's all cut up.
Jordan, we can never not like you. Okay, so did we get everything? Possible murder weapon. Okay, I don't... Is there anything else in here? No. Where... Okay, I don't know where we could go to find The murder weapon. Looked in the trash bin. Oh, wait, no. Okay, this looks like a mop. We're like, check the wall. Okay. Go hit back here. This is like as far as I can get for the wall, because then it just goes down here. Maybe it's in here. Oh my goodness, are you serious? Look, dude.
Hey, look at this.
A short curved
They were
blade.
fighting birds.
What do you want to bet? It's
They
a
were doing
match for the murder
cockfights.
weapon. Wonder what it is.
Doesn't seem like anything a butcher would use.
Those are the little spurs that they
Wait,
put on the
let me see
on the
that blade
roosters.
again. I know what this is.
Yeah,
it's
me
a
too.
gaff. They attach these to the claws of... Hey, Mr. Huang!
Mr. Wang is hosting
I
cockfights.
think you've got some explaining to do.
Can it wait? I got a lot of customers right now.
We can talk out there if you'd rather.
Or we could
I'm
take you
sure
down
they'll
to
be
the
interested
station.
to hear about how you're running a cockfighting ring.
Ah, cockfighting, of course. Is that kosher? What do you think, Ray? We got enough to arrest this guy?
Yeah, I say we cuff him for the murder of Neil Jensen.
Murder? Now wait a minute, detectives. Hold everything.
Sure, it all hangs together.
Yep, he did it.
Jensen owed
No.
a gambling debt to Mr. Huang here, and when Jensen can't pay up, Huang starts eyeing his Rolex.
He's trying to get the
Neil,
watch back.
Thanks for 10 wonderful years. Ellie.
You gotta believe me. I didn't kill him.
Then who did?
Yeah, who did?
Ricardo Guzman, I think.
The
Where
dude
can
with
we
the
find him?
He
tattoo?
doesn't have a fixed address. Moves around from couch to couch.
Take this guy in.
Wait, I got his cell number.
What luck. I'm glad you know how to follow instructions.
Okay, but we're still going to arrest
because
him,
we've
right?
got a little job
Yeah,
for you.
we knew he had something to do with it. We just know, we knew he didn't. Oh my goodness, try again for a better score. No, you can't make me. We knew he didn't kill him. We knew he had something to do with it.
Okay, Wang, you remember what we told you, and this ought to go down quick and painless.
Oh, I hope so.
He's gonna kill me, you know, when he finds out I'm working with the police.
No, he won't. We'll keep you
By
safe.
that time, he'll be in custody. That is, as long as you play it cool and take your cues from us.
Yep, he will be under arrest.
Yeah?
Ricardo, it's Wang.
Hey, what's the matter, man? You sound funny.
He was impeding an investigation. What should Wang say? Say the cops are still here. Say everything is peachy. Say the cops questioned you and left. What should we have him say? The cops are still here. Everything is peachy. Say the cops questioned and left. The poor chickens. I know. We can't focus on the chickens right now. We have to get this other dude to come in. Because if he didn't actually kill him, we need to investigate him. Everything is fine. Okay.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. The cops are gone, and they're not coming back.
I still say you sound nervous.
Oh no, we messed up. Okay,
They
that's
find
okay.
anything?
Did they find anything? Be nervous, be overconfident, be casual.
Not enough to arrest you.
Enough to make them suspicious, but not enough to get you in trouble, I think.
Okay.
So what am I supposed to do, man? We got another fight coming Tuesday. You know I can't cancel it. I'm on the hook to Menendez. $5,000, man, and I'm broke.
Be nervous, suggest a new and better location. I think we'll suggest a location.
Hold the fight in a new location.
Better not hold the fight at the shop. Too risky. You gotta find a new location.
Where, man? I don't know nobody with that kind of space.
Tell him you do.
I do. My cousin Lou runs a body
I
shop
love it
in
how they
Park
can't
Slope.
hear him
Let me talk to him.
whispering to him.
See, you're a pal, man.
Okay, we're doing good. We're doing good.
Now, tell him you'll meet him later.
Let's meet up later once everything's squared away.
Where?
Push him to tell you where he is. Push him to meet at the shop. I think we should do a neutral location, right? Because we don't. If we say meet us at the shop, it's kind of like the cops will show up and it's a setup. We don't want to push him because he's already nervous. So the neutral location would be the best. I think, yeah, I'd see neutral. Okay. Woohoo!
Somewhere
We're
by
doing good.
Pulaski Bridge.
By
6
Pulaski
p.m.
Bridge. Okay, 6 p.m.
That street corner. Over by the bodega and the pharmacy. On 21st by Pulaski Bridge. Around 6?
See, sounds like a plan. See you there.
We're gonna be there undercover. Do we get to go
You've done
undercover?
good, Mr. Huang.
We'll take it from here.
It's been so long since I played this. I don't remember anything. Okay, so lifetime stars, still don't know what this means. Bonus, we didn't get any. We aced it. Excellent work. Okay, we did bad on one.
Over here.
Oh, was
Sorry,
right. He was
Huang
the
is
sketch dude.
indisposed at the moment. Ricardo Guzman, you are under arrest for the murder of Neil Jensen. You have the right to remain silent.
It's like,
Anything
"Aw,
you say can
man."
and will be used against you.
That was so easy.
Mr. Guzman doesn't dispute the cockfighting charges. We're prepared to plead guilty on that one.
Okay.
Está insultando la República Dominica.
Let me. My client is not a murderer, Mr. McCoy. Mr. Jensen died as a result of an accident.
An
Really?
accident.
He attempted to handle an armed bird, and he lost control of it.
Wait, so the bird
Really?
killed him? Oh, well, you know what? They did say
Unbelievable. A man gets carved up like a
they
side of
did
beef.
say that the
Guzman
shot,
lets him
the
slowly bleed to
stabbing
death, then dumps him on a
looked like a
doorstep
pocket
and
knife, but
expects
wasn't
to
a pocket
walk
knife.
away.
I checked with the Dominican consulate.
And?
He's wanted there for drug running and armed robbery.
Well, I want him here for murder.
Is it possible it really was an accident?
Does it matter?
I
Neil
know,
Jensen
does it matter?
didn't have to die. Guzman had 2 hours to get help and he callously stood by. Murder 2. Depraved indifference.
Ooh, murder 2, depraved indifference. I'm learning new words. Okay, so this is where it really gets hard for me because I suck at being a lawyer. Okay, the defense must be desperate. They're putting Guzman on the stand. Harleen Fitzpatrick is a good defense lawyer. He will try to make Guzman appear sympathetic using a number of rhetorical tricks. Your job is to object when he gets out of line. Leading is when the defense attorney puts words in the defendant's mouth to help make his case. Okay, so leading is when the defense puts words in their defendant's mouth to help make the case. You can often tell a leading statement because it ends with a question like, am I right? Or don't you mean? Okay. Asked and answered is when the lawyer gets his client to repeat an answer for a dramatic effect. Listen closely for repetition of things you've heard before. Okay, this is when I'm not going to be good.
Mr. Guzman,
Okay.
when did you first meet Neil Jensen?
Maybe a year ago, I guess.
Who initiated the relationship? You or him?
He did. I didn't want to have no part of him, man. Not at first. What I do, I gotta be careful who I let in. Can bring trouble, you know? Especially a white guy.
Mr. Jensen came to you with an offer, is that right?
Yeah,
Wait, that was
He
leading.
had a bird, and he wanted me to help him raise it and fight it.
And at first you said no?
That's right.
Yes. Asked and answered, assuming facts not in evidence, speculation. Asked and answered. Oh my goodness, maybe. I think I did this wrong. Can I back out? Oh my. E.
Objection. Asked and answered.
Sustained. Strike that.
Oh,
What
I
convinced
did
you
good.
to take Neil Jensen under your wing, as it were, in spite of your suspicions?
He knew cockfighting ain't how they make it out to be, you know?
It's a more civilized practice than people realize, you mean?
Should we object to that? It's a more civilized. I mean, cockfighting is not civilized. I mean, okay, but I'm not. That's what some people do. You know, it's their business. But so far we have the jury on our side. Would you like to object? I don't know. No.
So you
Ah,
agreed to
I
keep the
messed up.
bird and help him raise it.
See, together we raised El Jefe, and
And
together we
raised the
conditioned him
boss.
to fight. He was a good bird.
Okay, here's another trick. Speculation is when a witness is allowed to theorize or imagine a scenario and present it as evidence. Defense may encourage this to make Neil Johnson look bad. Okay. Dang it, I messed up already.
Why don't you tell us, in your own words, what happened on the night of Tuesday, May 5th?
Well, Neil
on,
come in
Jordan.
that night really keyed up, man, like super keyed up. He was jumping all around. I think maybe he was on something.
Okay, yes, that's speculation. Assuming fact that speculation.
Objection! Speculation!
Sustained. Strike that from the record. Watch yourself, Mr. Guzman. Please confine your description to actual events.
Go on.
Well, he was excited, you know, because El Jefe was finally gonna fight. There were some other birds up first, but he couldn't sit and watch, man, pacing around, till his turn finally came. Okay, I tell him, I'm the handler. I'm experienced at this stuff. Let me do it.
Get the bird into the ring.
The pit, yeah. It could be dangerous, you know, especially with the long heel.
A long blade attached to the rooster's spur.
Right, but Neil wouldn't hear nothing I was saying, man. Being he was a rider, he had to do everything himself. Well, anyway, he's yelling about how he had to be the one to handle El Jefe. I told him don't. I ordered him even, but he really got in my face about it, man, so I had to back down. Then he went for the rooster, like he was going for a football or something. Grabbed it around the neck. You understand, this is a bird was being conditioned to fight. The bird goes crazy.
It attacked Neil Jensen.
It could have.
Naturally, you were horrified.
Okay, should we object? Hey Ryan, what is up? Welcome to the live stream. I don't know. Should we object to this? Ooh, 3 likes. That is awesome. I appreciate it, guys. 3 likes. Thank you so much. I don't know. Should we object to that? He said naturally he was horrified. I mean, I don't know. Yes, maybe religious beliefs not proof of character. Did he say religious beliefs? I don't know. He's leading.
Objection!
Yes.
Leading.
Sustained.
How did you feel?
Horrified, naturally.
As we approach the part of the testimony where Guzman will describe Neil's wounds, be on the lookout for statements that will require medical training to back up. These can object to the grounds of no expert knowledge. Okay.
I made a grab for the bird and got it.
Putting yourself in considerable danger in the process, I imagine.
I mean, okay, he could have gotten hurt if he grabbed the bird, so I'm not going to object to that. Oh,
By the time I
crap,
got
I
the
should
rooster
have.
under control, the damage was done.
Dang
I
it.
see. So what then? What did you do for him?
I wrap a blanket around him to try stop the bleeding, you know?
Did you think to take him to the hospital?
Yeah, right?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do, but he told me not to. He wanted me to take him home.
Mr. Jensen asked you to take him home.
Mm-hmm. His wounds, I mean, he was cut up pretty bad, but not so bad as all that. He should have pulled through, no problem.
Yes, we're going to object. Leading, assuming no expert knowledge.
Objection. No expert knowledge. Considering the outcome, I think we can conclude that Mr. Guzman's assessment of the
I hope you
situation
feel better,
is
Jordan.
off.
Sustained. Facts only, Mr. Guzman.
You swore on the Bible you'd tell the truth, Mr. Guzman.
I'm telling the truth. I panicked maybe. You would have done the same, but I did what Neil asked me to do.
No, I would have
What
took him to the
thought
hospital.
would save his life.
Your witness, Mr. McCoy.
Uh-oh. 5 likes. Awesome. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Okay, wrap up. For this testimony, the jury sides with the prosecution. Woohoo! We won by 10 points. Overall, the jury likes your case a little bit. You're ahead by 10. Okay. Now I'm making 4. Oh no. No, that's okay. Thanks, you guys. I appreciate it. Okay, so now we are going to cross-examine him, which I suck
Mr.
at.
Guzman,
Okay, the prosecution is ready to cross-examine Guzman. Focus on inconsistencies in the evidence and his callous disregard for Jensen. Stay away from tricky issues like his past life or the cultural bias against cockfighting. Okay, so stay away from his past life and cockfighting, and watch out for inconsistencies in the evidence and his callous disregard to Jensen. I hope we do not lose this. Okay, topics. Time of the incident. Oh no, stay away from this. Stay away from this. Okay. Guzman put Jensen in danger.
You knew it was dangerous for Neil Jensen to handle his own rooster.
Sure it was dangerous. When those birds are ready to fight, man, they're ready to fight.
Then why didn't you stop him?
I tried, man, but like I said, he wouldn't take no for an answer.
Does this contradict his earlier testimony? No. Okay, so far so good. What's the problem? El Jefe testified earlier he planned to kill Neil all along. No, El Jefe was the bird. Guzman said he forced Neil into the ring. Neil testified earlier he tried to stop Guzman. Guzman testified earlier he tried to stop Neil. Oh, 6. Awesome. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Topics. Time of incident, criminal background, relationship with Jensen. Let's focus on his relationship with Jensen.
Mr. Guzman, you took Mr. Jensen into your confidence, initiated him into your illegal activities. Knowing your new disciple was a writer, didn't you worry that he'd give the game away, expose your ring, and force you to shut down operations?
Well, sure I was worried, but he promised me he'd keep quiet, and he wouldn't write anything neither, unless I okayed it first.
And you trusted him?
Yeah, he respected me, man.
Did Jensen disobey Guzman at any point? Yeah, he did. How did he show lack of respect? Jensen threatened to turn. No, that's not true. Jensen tried to take control at the cockfight. Jensen planned to write an expose. Hong had indicated that nobody respect. Jensen tried to take control of the cockfight. I remember that. You're bad. You meant 5. Okay,
well,
Snowden kids.
Seem like he respected you very much on the night he died. I mean, he defied you. He disobeyed your orders to stay away.
Oh, that sounds so awesome, Ryan.
Yeah, I guess that's right.
I hope you get a lot of pictures. Okay, so we're going to go time of the incident.
The incident in question occurred on the night of May 5th.
That's right. Maybe 1:45.
1:45. And you say you acted to save him?
Of course I acted. I tried to help him right there, and when I couldn't help him, I took him home, like he asked me to.
Okay. Okay, they feel that he got stabbed probably like around 2 o'clock. So, is this consistent with the time of death? Yes? Ah, no!
Let's get back to those final moments, shall we? Maybe this time we can get the facts straight. You drove Neil Jensen home.
Like he asked me to.
And you dropped him off at the door. What time was that? 4 o'clock?
More like 2.
Did you stay with him till he was safely inside?
No.
No. You dumped him there and took off. Why, Mr. Guzman?
Because he had no
I heard
intention
a
to take
baby
him to the
crying as I
hospital.
was coming up the walk with Neil, and I saw a light turn on, so I knew she was up. I was sure she was gonna come down and get Neil.
Yes?
But I didn't want to have to be there and explain it all to her, you know?
No, I expect you didn't. No further questions.
Okay, wait a minute. If he dropped him off around 2, did she leave him out there to bleed to death and die? For the testimony, the jury's on the fence. Okay, overall, the jury likes your case a little bit. I'm starting to wonder, did she see him on the steps bleeding and she just left him there? Okay, now is the time to put Elle on the stand and let her talk about her husband Neil and the horrible events of May 5th, which is actually tomorrow. No reason to ask tough questions, just have her recount her experiences, generate some sympathy, but try to avoid anything Oh, I just added thing. But try to avoid any mentions of Neil's shady nightlife or speculation about his death.
Want to take this one, Abby?
Okay.
The people call Ellie Jensen to the witness stand.
I think she might be lying. I don't know. Night of the murder, shady association. Could Neil have survived? Okay, let's talk about night of the murder.
Mrs. Jensen, tell us how you discovered your husband on the night in question. Well, I heard a sort of a thunk coming from outside the front door. Did it wake you up? No. No, it wasn't loud enough for that, but luckily I was awake.
Thanks,
Noah,
noting kids.
my baby, had just waked me for his usual feeding. That at least conforms to Mr. Guzman's testimony. What condition was your husband in when you found him? It was horrible. He was covered in blood, and he had this look in his eyes like he knew he was dying. I kept saying, "Who did this to you? Who did this to you?" But all he could do was move his mouth. I think he was saying, "I'm sorry." And there was nobody with him? Nobody. He was all alone. Now this is crucial. Mrs. Jensen, what time did you discover your husband? Just before 4 a.m. You're absolutely sure?
Okay, just before 4.
I glanced at the clock when my baby cried at 5 minutes too. He always wakes up at the same time.
Okay.
Thank you, Mrs. Jensen.
Okay, she said she
So you
discovered him
finally
just
come
before
around,
4.
eh, Harlan?
If that's the way you want to look at it, Jack.
Great. What are you looking for?
No jail time. Mr. Guzman pays a fine and does 12 months probation.
Come on, he killed a man.
Actually, a rooster
I mean, he
killed a
technically
man.
didn't
He
kill
sat
him.
idly by for
Oh,
2
Jordan,
hours and let an
you
innocent man
reportedly
bleed to death.
cry. Okay, probation. No way. Make your counter offer. The charge of murder applies if you feel Guzman acted in premeditated and calculating fashion when he let Jensen bleed to death. I mean, oh my, do we actually think he... I would go for manslaughter. The charge of manslaughter applies if you feel Guzman acted recklessly and thereby caused Jensen to die, but did not directly plan on that outcome. I would say manslaughter.
Man 1, he served 7 to 15 years plus a $2,500 fine for cockfighting.
I think that's reasonable.
Why would we agree to that? We'll see you
Ah,
in court,
crap.
Jack.
Seriously? I thought that was a good offer.
Ricardo Guzman will never win any good citizenship awards.
Dang
He's
it.
a devotee of cockfighting, a sport which many, no doubt, many of you here in the jury consider barbaric and inhumane. But it's important to appreciate that the defendant is the product of another culture. We mustn't let cultural differences blind us to his essential humanity. Consider Mr. Guzman's relationship with the deceased. He agreed to act as Mr. Jensen's mentor, not for money, but through mutual love of the sport. For many months, he patiently worked with him and trained with him. He became Mr. Jensen's mentor and his friend. And when the accident occurred, Mr. Guzman reacted as a friend would react, with care and concern.
Now, I would have took him to the
Perhaps
hospital
he
if he
made
was
the
my
wrong
friend.
decision in taking the injured man home. Perhaps you or I would have gone straight to the hospital. But remember, Mr. Guzman is an immigrant, an outsider, with an outsider's suspicion of big institutions.
All he had to do was just drop him
My
off at
client
the
has
hospital.
lost a friend, perhaps as the result of his own mistake. And for that, he will suffer for the rest of his life. But does he deserve to go to jail?
Yes.
Good people of the jury, I beg you, let's not compound one error with another.
Okay, Robo. No, he needs to go to jail. Okay, your turn for closing arguments. Sway the jury with the facts and stay away from the topics that might inflame cultural sensitivities. Okay. Oh, here we go. The 2-hour gap. Okay, let's talk about the 2-hour gap.
2 hours. Think about it, ladies and gentlemen. 2 hours. 2 hours between the time Neil Jensen was stabbed repeatedly, and the time the accused saw fit to do something about it. 2 hours of agony, of Mr. Jensen bleeding, losing strength, crying for help, for mercy. But there was no mercy, not from Ricardo Guzman.
Okay. What happened? What happened with like? Why is it? I don't even know what happened with you all and Eric. Okay, his motives. We're gonna stay away from the savagery of the cockfight.
The accused knew Neil Jensen well enough to understand the limits of their trust. If the victim had survived the attack, there would have been questions. The story would have come out. Guzman's illegal operation would have been exposed.
Okay.
He would have faced prosecution or loss
Oh
of
my
livelihood
goodness,
at the very
seriously?
least. He had a lot
Okay,
to
he has to
lose
leave Jordan
and
alone.
a lot to gain by doing nothing. The legal community has a phrase for this behavior: depraved indifference. None of us was in the slaughterhouse with Ricardo Guzman and Neil Jensen. None of us knows exactly what was going on through the mind of the accused as he watched his cohort writhe on the floor.
Okay, I think we got this
We may
in
never
bed,
know
guys.
exactly why he stood and waited. But we aren't being asked to judge Mr. Guzman's motivations. We're being asked to judge his acts, or in this case, his failure to act. And in this case, I think you'll agree. Inaction speaks louder than words.
I agree with that. He needs to go to jail.
Has the jury come to a verdict?
In
We
our
have,
favor,
Your Honor.
please.
In the charge of murder in the second degree, how do you find?
We find the defendant, Ricardo Guzman.
Oh
not
no!
guilty.
Well, I mean, I didn't want him to have second-degree murder. I wanted him to get
They beat us.
manslaughter.
I can't
Oh
believe
my
they
gosh,
beat
we
us.
suck.
Next time, we wear the longer knives.
How about we
Cry,
grab
cry,
lunch?
cry.
You still on that diet?
Nope, ditched the health food and Julia.
Right on schedule.
And I feel great.
He's getting a
Any
divorce.
preferences?
Nope, I'm up for anything except chicken. For some reason, that doesn't appeal to me today.
Aw, man. I thought we had that one in the bag. Home to roost. Okay. Oh well. Yeah, I know you were joking, Jordan. I just got caught up and I wasn't able to not time you out. But Robo knows next time that you were just joking. It's all good. Okay, so that was it. I actually thought we were going to get that. That kind of sucks. Man, okay, so it's up to you. We can leave it here, or we can play the next episode. Just let me know. So let's see, we've been going for an hour and 13 minutes, and we did the episode 2. I don't know what episode 3 is going to be. Just let the credits run. I believe I am, Jordan. I believe I'm on your Discord. Let's see. Nope, you can't even skip past the credits, so they have to run. But I'm sorry that Eric is picking on you. Hopefully it will blow over. That sucks, Jordan. Gosh, how long are these credits? You quit being oh, you're the new okay, you're the co-owner. You were the owner, but you switched over to co-owner. That's cool. Sorry about that. I had to stop that for a second. Yep, see, copyrighted. If I let that play, they'll be like, you are playing copyrighted material, and I will have to remove it. You want me to play the next episode? Okay. I'm gonna have to change the title on the video. NBC Universal. Okay, so let me change the title on the video real quick. So we'll do episode 2 and 3. Okay, so we updated that. Okay, then, wait, let me make sure everything is where it's supposed to be. Okay. Okay, so let's start with the next episode then. Episode 2. Look, oh my god, we actually did worse this time than we did, well, I did when I first played it. Okay, so this episode 3, Killer Smart, we got 2 stars. I got 2 stars when I played it, so hopefully we will get better stars this time.
In the criminal justice system, the people are represented by two separate yet equally
Hopefully,
important groups.
hopefully he'll
The
leave you
police who
alone and you won't have to
investigate
fight
crime,
anymore,
and
Jordan.
the district attorneys who prosecute the offenders. These are their stories.
Okay, so what is this one about? Oh my goodness,
Baby,
it's
you
a
need to
hooker.
come bring me something to eat, cause I'm starving. What you mean I can't eat out on the corner? I'm professional. You got me out here in stilettos and booty shorts, and I can't eat out here because it's
Those are not
unprofessional?
shorts. She has on a skirt. I'll be right back, guys.
Oh, no.
What do we got?
Prostitute. Looks like a homicide. Signs of sexual assault and strangulation. Bruise marks on her neck and a few popped blood vessels in her eyes.
Any witnesses?
A working girl. I thought I'd let you question her.
Looks like someone beat me to it.
She's still trying to make her quota. Hey, move along, pal. She's closed for business.
You guys wouldn't know where the nearest cash machine is around here, would you?
Mike Logan?
Okay, I'm back. What did I miss? I missed the intro. I don't know what happened. Yeah, you can send me the link, Jordan, and I will join. I thought I was on it, but I guess I'm not. So just send me the link and I will join it.
Hey, I thought you retired.
Yeah, well, I kind of heard the same thing about you.
Detective Benson.
Yay, Olivia.
Olivia.
Good to finally meet you, Detective.
Okay, so Harlem.
What brings you down here?
I'm working a lead on the Massapequa Mangler case. His first victim, prostitute named Angelica Moore. She was killed in my jurisdiction about 9 months ago. Been on it ever since.
Well, we appreciate the help.
We don't need it, but we appreciate it.
We don't need it, but we appreciate it. Okay, so what's the MO?
What do we know about the Mangler's MO?
All I know is he sexually assaults them, and COD is always strangulation. If your Vic's one of his, that'll be lucky number 8. Plus, he's smart. Takes his girls from different boroughs, but so far, he's dumped all of them in and around Nassau County.
Does the cause of death? I don't know. Let me. Professional. Like sexual assault and strangulation. Okay, yeah, so it does match it. Does this cause of death match? Yes. I don't know if I'll have time to be a mod, but I mean, if you want, you can, Jordan. How does it match? Sexual assault, death by strangulation, sexual assault, death by drugs, sexual assault, death by poisoning. Okay, it's the first one, strangulation. Did they start us off easy, and then the further we go into the case, the tougher
MO
it gets?
matches. That much we know.
Thank you, Snowdens, for letting me know. Welcome back, Robo. We are starting a new case, Robo. We lost. We lost the court case. Dude walked in the last one. So now we are investigating a murder of a prostitute who was strangled. What was it? She was strangled to death. Okay. And sexually assaulted. Mangler?
Do we have any reason to think our Vic can be connected to the Mangler?
CSU found some burlap fibers in the victim's hair. Same type of fibers showed up on 2 other victims of the Mangler.
Someone cut her up pretty good, though they look like mostly defensive wounds. If this is the work of the Mangler, I wonder why the change in MO.
Not to mention the fact that we found her body on the same street where she worked, instead of in Nassau County somewhere.
So would
Botched
that be
job,
the
maybe?
Mangler?
She got out of the car and he panicked?
Is there reason to believe our victim was done in the Pika Mangler? Is there reason to believe that our victim was done in... I don't know. Is there reason to believe that she could possibly be one of his victims? I have no idea. Oh no, sorry we missed that one. Okay, well, clearly I would not make it as a detective.
You have anyone you like for the Mangler?
A David Gondapur, a Robert Moffat, and an
No,
Ernest
this is a new
Limrose.
case.
All Johns have been busted down here.
What's special about these guys?
Did he do a
They got
chicken?
noticed. Really above average creepiness. Moffat liked to use handcuffs, and Gondapur got busted for assault on Angelica Moore, but I got nothing to tie either one of them to the murders.
Okay, and then he takes
She's
trophies.
got a lock of hair missing. Poor girl. That could be our souvenir.
I like how they know
Souvenir.
she's missing
Each
hair.
of the Mangler's victims is missing a lock of hair. They kept that info from the press.
That's interesting.
You know something?
Sex offender I busted years ago. Kept the same kind of souvenirs after each assault. And guess what? He's out on parole.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I do mod Rise streams when I'm able to make it.
So where is this guy now?
Last I heard, he was in violation. His PO hadn't heard from him in 9 months, maybe.
Oh, so we actually have 2 suspects. Yes, this is an important detail. Okay, I cannot pronounce this. The Massapequa Mangler was caught 9 months ago. Angelica Moore was killed more than 9 months ago. The sex offender is in big trouble. The first victim of the Massapequa Mangler was sex offender. Oh my goodness, I was totally guessing that one. I just didn't feel like going back to my notes.
That's about when the killing started, right?
That's about when Angelica went missing. I'll sniff around, see what I can dig up.
Benson, should we go chat with the girl who found the body?
Hey, Curtis, I'm real sorry about Deborah.
Wait, did he get
Thanks.
divorced?
Girls doing good?
My
Yeah,
oldest
he
is
did.
looking at colleges, wants to teach special education.
Good.
Oh, that's good.
That's good. The clock's ticking on our witness here. Let's say we question her while she's still feeling cooperative.
I know, right? Because I know she's hungry. She wants to go eat some food. Okay, so we're doing good so far. 3 out of 3, 1 out of 3, 4 lifetime stars, and we have excellent work.
What's your name?
Jenny?
That must
That's
be
your
her
pimp
pimp.
who sent you a text message, isn't it? Give me his name and I can fix your problem.
All us around here got the same daddy. If I give you his name, these other girls would turn me in to get on his good side. That's how he plays us.
Okay, so what does she know about the victim?
Did you know the girl you found?
Mm-mm. I ain't seen her
Okay,
but
Jordan,
once or
cool.
twice.
Thank you.
Don't even know her name.
Did Jenny mention a previous I don't know. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Didn't Jenny? Yes. She said they all have the same pimp. She said they work for the same pimp. They know each other. Yep. I remember that.
Come on, Jenny. You said all the girls out here have the same pimp. You know her name.
Wendy. She was a new girl.
See anything
Did
earlier?
you see the victim at all today? Before you found her like this?
No, she kept to her side of the street. I kept to mine.
I don't think we can. Can we disprove this? No. Ooh, I thought it was gonna be like, no, you can. Okay, how can you make her cooperate? Have Logan work her over in the alley? No! Threaten to tell her pimp she wasn't working hard. Let her know there is a killer on the loose, targeting prostitutes. Threaten to take her kid away from her. I mean, I don't want to be a bad cop and be like, we're gonna take your kid. Like, how do we even know she has a kid? Like, really? I guess targeting prostitutes?
Jenny, you said business was slow. As long as this guy is on the loose, no one is safe out here, including yourself.
I maybe saw her get picked up.
Did you get a look at her John?
It was a red van. That's all I saw.
And that was the last time you saw her alive?
Yeah.
You notice
Okay, it
anything
was a
about this
red
van?
van.
A license plate, a broken window? Maybe it'd been in an accident.
It was a funny kind of red. More like brick color.
That it?
Looked like any old regular van to me. Except for that.
That it was brick colored. Okay.
David Gondapur, Robert Moffat, Ernest Limrose. Those names mean anything to you?
Not to me. We call them Johns for a reason. No real names. That's how it works.
Did Logan connect her to these? I don't think he did. Okay, good. Whew. Who was connected? Logan mentioned Moffat liked to tie Jenny up. Logan mentioned Wendy Crane in connection with Ernest. No, the girls killed 9 months ago. Angelica Moore. Logan didn't. He mentioned that one. Okay. Okay, so we're off to a good start.
I don't know. I mind my own.
Come on, Jenny. You're no rookie. You know all the players out there.
I told you, I don't know who her daddy is.
Yes, you do. She is lying with us, lady. Jenny just told you all the girls work for the same pimp. Yes, yes. You said she's new. Jenny just told you all the girls work together. No, it's the pimp. They have the same pimp.
You know what, Jenny? We can always take you to central booking, let you sit in the bullpen for a few hours, and try and jog your memory.
Arrest me? For what?
Jenny, give us the name of Wendy's pimp and we promise it'll never come back to you.
We call him Bankroll. He's out over on West 145th with all the other pimps.
Bankroll? I guess because he's making bank off women. Yeah. Can we go arrest him, please?
Check it out. From this corner, you can see all the vehicle
Kim.
traffic coming in and out of this area. No wonder Bankroll hangs out here. He can keep an eye on the Johns cruising his girls.
So obviously
There he
he
is.
knows.
Let's go get him.
Who picked her up? Oh my god! Like
Morning,
they know it was
Bankroll.
him.
You talking to me? I didn't know we was acquainted.
Detective Benson, Detective Curtis, homicide.
Come on, man. I'm trying to read the paper and these people just got my latte right. Come on back later.
Relax, Bankroll. We just have a few questions for you.
Who is the Wendy?
Wendy Crane. She was your girl, wasn't she?
Who, me? Hell nah. I don't know no girl named Wendy.
Yes, you do. Stop lying. Yes. Who said he knew? Wasn't her name Jenny? Oh no, we're gonna get her in trouble. I hope we don't get her in trouble.
We did our homework, Bankroll.
Alright, maybe.
Okay, good.
Maybe she came to me for advice from time to time. That's all I'll say.
She came to him for advice. Quotation marks. What's it like being a pimp? No, let me go. Ban topic.
You see everything from this coffee shop, don't you?
Greatest show on earth, man. I ain't missed a night in 25 years.
How about a red van? Seen Wendy get into one of those lately?
Nah, nothing like that. Seen a sanitation workers van here last night. You know, New York's strongest. Maybe the cat you looking at worked for the city?
Yes, I think he's seen the van. He's lying. Bankroll drinks lattes, which keeps him very alert. No sanitation worker in their right mind would pick up a prostitute in a city-owned vehicle. I don't know about that. Bankroll is likely lying because he doesn't trust the police. Curtis noted that Bankroll can see all the traffic coming in and out of the neighborhood. Okay, we are doing so good.
Wendy
I'm
was
gonna
your
mess
girl.
up. Watch.
I'm betting you watched her like a hawk. We know a red van picked her up last night.
Maybe not a red van.
What kind then?
I seen a white van down here a couple times. Figured it was just some bridge and tunnel CPA playing that plantation game. Got a sweet tooth for some brown sugar.
But it stuck out for some reason.
I remembered later that I seen Angel. That's Angelica. She got picked up in that same kind of van the night she went missing.
Okay,
Figured if I saw
he
it
said
again,
a
I'd
white
take care
van?
of business. But he never came back.
Okay, so he said they got picked
David
up in a
Gondifer,
similar van.
Robert Moffat, Ernest Limrose. Any of those names sound familiar?
Who you think I am, man? The public library? I ain't asking people for no ID.
These guys would have stuck out. Not your typical John looking for a night away from Maud. They scared girls, even got physical with them. They were arrested. You'd know their names.
Man, it's always them cats from the suburbs. There was this Arab looking dude down here once or twice. He had money, but I had to run him off.
Okay, new topic. He had money, but you had to run him. So this Arab
Arab-looking dude?
Yeah, man, you know, like Lawrence of Arabia and all that.
Lawrence of Arabia
he
was
was
English.
white. He wasn't.
I know who Lawrence of Arabia is, fool.
Did he drive a red van?
Nah, drove a Escalade, white leather seats, nice. Scared Angelica real good, so we had a little conversation. Then the police showed up.
But this conflict with Lincoln's story. I don't know. Is it in the notes? Version Curtis, Kurt Dugan. This one to war, you know. Always take your son. Nope. Back. And looking as where the nearest cash machine. Months ago. Here. Arrested for assault, but I got nothing to tie either of them to hers. They don't say what kind of car he had. Okay, does this conflict with... No? Okay, I'm just guessing at this point. Who was Angelica arrested with? I just looked at that. Wait, okay. Wait, what did it say? Who was Angelica arrested with? I have no idea. So, okay. I guess him?
Then what happened?
I watched
Really,
it all
Jordan?
go down.
How?
Cops roll up. Arab fool would have got off with a warning if he could have stopped making words with his mouth. A few weeks later, he comes around again. Gives me $1,000 to have Angel keep her mouth shut. Ain't heard nothing about it since.
Uh-huh. So he roughed up Angelica, and you took a bribe to keep it quiet. Nice. Don't
He's
go
a
on any
quote-unquote
vacations, Bankroll.
businessman.
We may need the pleasure of your company again.
Like
I'm
he
not a
cares
big
who's just
fan of
drinking his
racial
coffee.
profiling, but based on the physical description, sounds like we should talk to David Gondapur.
Gondapur. He's not even Arab. Sounds Indian to me. Okay, so 3 stars, 3 stars in the bonus. Lifetime stars are 18. Excellent work. Van Buren's office.
Lieutenant, how can I help you?
We have a potential suspect in the case, but he's... Let's just say we don't want to scare him off with our gritty urban vibe.
You want to use the DA's office? Leather chairs and expensive books.
Yes.
We'll get a better interview if he thinks we're treating him like a witness instead of a suspect.
No problem. I'll set it up. Mike.
Abby, good to see you again.
Okay, did something go on
Likewise.
between them? I do not remember this in the show. It's been a long time.
Thank you for coming in, Mr. Gondapur.
May I ask why I'm here, Miss Carmichael?
We're following up on some leads in regards to the Massapequa Mangler case.
The Massapequa Mangler. I'm afraid I'm not familiar.
It's him. He's guilty. No,
Do
I don't
need
know.
my solicitor?
That's entirely within your rights,
Wait, is he
Mr.
British?
Gondapur. But you're not a suspect. We just want to ask you a few questions.
Okay, guess we'll start with Harlem.
Have you ever been to West 141st Street in Harlem?
Harlem? Whatever would I go to Harlem for?
Because you were getting a prostitute. Is yes. The pimp story. Okay, how do you know he's been in Harlem? The pimp story and tire marks captured at the scene of murder. The pimp story in the arrest report. His previous arrest for crystal meth. Okay, it's this one. The pimp story and his arrest. He was using meth. No one said anything about that.
Gondapur, you were arrested for assaulting a prostitute on West 141st Street less than a year ago. Surely you remember.
Yes, of course. I did not realize that was in Harlem. Surely you must know then that the charges were dropped.
The woman you were accused of assaulting, Angelica Moore, was murdered not long after your arrest. She is believed to be the Mangler's first victim.
I am very sorry to hear, but my arrest was a misunderstanding. I was lost. I asked her for directions.
Sure,
she
you
volunteered
did.
to show me how to find the George Washington Bridge for $10, I believe. I naively let her into my car where she threatened to blackmail me with some story of being attacked. The poor girl, I wish I could have helped her somehow.
Wow, he really made a good story. Okay, to cover himself while he was there. Description, hedge fund. What's the description?
Mr. Gondapur, we have an eyewitness who saw someone matching your description with Angelica Moore.
My description?
A man of Middle Eastern descent. About your height and build, similar vehicle.
I am no more Middle Eastern than Manhattan is Midwest America. I am Pashtun.
See,
my people hail from Pakistan and Afghanistan, Southeast Asia.
I apologize.
Get your facts straight.
Perhaps one of your male colleagues should finish conducting the interview for you. They may have a firmer grasp of geography.
Oh snap. He just got salty with them. Get tough and scare him a little, yes. Oh no! No! Oh wait, I forgot. We're not playing Stabler. We're playing Benson. Okay, let's ask him. Massapequa?
You live in Brookville, correct? Gold Coast of Long Island, not far from Massapequa.
I also have an apartment on the Upper East Side and a home in Pelican Bay, Florida. Do you water ski, Miss Carmichael?
I'm really not a boat person, thanks.
Did he just try to ask her out? Let's ask him about Escalade.
You own a white 2011 Cadillac Escalade, correct?
Yes, as do a great many other people on Wall Street. 0% financing comes in very handy around bonus time.
Do you believe he owns vehicle? I believe he owns it. Yes? Okay, good. Thought we were gonna get another one wrong. A good instinct why his his accent suggests good breeding. He wouldn't lie. His admission matches Logan's report and the pimp story. Hedge fund managers are inherently trustworthy people. His admission matches Benson's report and the prostitute's story. I think it's this one. That was good. I'm getting nervous now.
How about a van? Those ever come in handy?
Certainly not. I could hardly take investors golfing in something like that. That's why I have the Escalade.
Again, we appreciate your time, Mr. Gandapur.
Feel free to call my office should you wish another appointment. Good day.
Okay, so that's all the information we're going to get from him.
Ugh.
Do you think he's our guy?
I don't know. He was too slick, too prepared. Like he knew this would happen.
Yeah, I agree with Benson.
Well, then the pressure's on. Keep an eye on him. See if he makes a mistake.
Okay. I'm leaning with Benson. He's not off our suspect list just yet.
Forensics?
They didn't find much, but the burlap fibers they found on our Vic contain traces of something called atrazine.
It's a pesticide. New York put it on the restricted list last year. Only licensed professionals can buy it. Pest control, farmers, landscapers.
The white van.
Detective Curtis.
Benson, you remember the Mickey Trevino case?
No, not really, but...
Yeah, that was Cormac's caller.
The gun Trevino was using, he claimed to have found it hidden in the basement of his apartment building. Cormac was able to confirm. Here's a list of residents from 1998 onwards. Maybe you can do something with it.
Okay, so are we getting another case on top of this case?
Logan tracked down that sex offender who violated his parole. His name is Patty Jackson. Get this. He's working a landscaping job in Sugar Hill, 2 blocks from where our Vic was found.
Your case just got a whole lot more interesting.
Okay, he's
Keep
a
me
landscaper.
posted.
The pesticides. Because you would need that for lawns and because of bugs.
Patty Jackson, you're under arrest.
Interesting.
For what?
For what? You're in violation, Patty.
Nah, me and my PO, we got it all worked out. My probation transfer got messed up, that's all.
Sure
Well,
did.
there's our rust color. The van's got red priming paint all over it.
I'll keep an eye on him while you search the van. Know what you're looking for?
The fibers found on the victim were burlap, and we know the mangler likes to use zip ties and duct tape to bind his victims.
We found some crystal meth on Wendy. She had a lock of hair taken and she had been cut. I'm thinking the killer used a knife to scare her and then he used it to cut a lock of her hair when he was finished. There should be some blood in the van.
Okay, this is a lot of stuff I have to remember. Okay, so remember circle objects can be select and grab them. Click on the arrows to navigate around the scene. Okay, select the magnifying lens to consult your search screen. It contains hints on what you need to find. Okay, so we're looking for blood. Is that blood? Yeah, blood stain, the burlap sack, duct tape, crystal meth, and zip ties. So, I think that's a zip tie. Oh, did I not, like, isn't it a zip tie? Okay, maybe that's a used zip tie. I don't know. Is that, I'm scared to click on anything. Is this tape? Oh wait, these are zip ties. Hold on.
Zip ties? could be used in his line of work. We'll see if they're the same type as the ones found on the Mangler's other victims.
Okay, this is a tape. That's not tape. That looks like Russian.
I got some blood here.
Word of the wise, Patty. You kill a girl in your van, you should worry about cleaning the inside.
What if he
not
didn't kill
painting
her?
the
What if he got
outside.
cut?
That's mine. I cut myself on a hedge trimmer.
Yeah, sure you did. Okay, so could this be the burlap sack? I think that is the burlap sack. Let's circle it. There we go.
Burlap sacks.
Hey, Tommy, welcome back.
Hope you got your certified applicator license for that, Patty. That's a heck of a fine otherwise.
Okay, so now what do we need? We need tape and crystal meth. Where would he keep crystal meth in here?
This is interesting. You wear a lot of jewelry, Patty?
I made that. I sell them at flea markets and stuff. It's not a restricted
Sure
item.
you do. Can we, like, what is this? What is this? This is crystal meth. I was right.
Whoa, looks like crystal meth. You trying to lose weight, Patty?
That ain't mine.
Golden ingots. Okay, so, what do we need now? We need tape. Duct tape. Find nails. There we go. Here goes duct tape.
Duct tape. We'll see if the end piece matches up with any of the pieces found on Wendy.
Woohoo, we found
All
everything.
right, Patty, I've seen enough. You're coming downtown.
You don't need to do that. I'll report on Monday, I promise.
Nope.
Save
we
it
need
for
to
the
take you
judge.
in for questioning. Yup. Drawing zooms in. Speed cola. Hey, speaking of cola, I'm drinking some Coca-Cola out of a glass bottle.
Your
so
parole
it's
officer
fancy.
says hi. Says he hasn't seen you in over 9 months.
Your apartment was almost empty. You staying somewhere else? Hotel, maybe?
I hate hotels. They remind me of the joint.
Okay, empathy, no. Let's ask him about, let's start off with Wendy.
So what happened, Patty? Did Wendy fight back? Is that why we found her in Harlem?
Oh my
instead of
goodness,
some
Red
swamp in
Bulls?
Nassau County?
Tell me this, smart guy.
You should
Any
be
chance you ran
wired.
into Wendy in Harlem? In your brand new white van?
I never saw that girl before, I swear.
Mm-hmm.
Never, huh?
Can you challenge him? Yes, I can. Just hopefully we can actually do it. What evidence contradicts his claim? Patty is a scumbag and probably be guilty of something. Jenny said Patty picked up Wendy right before she was killed. Jenny said Patty was Wendy's regular customer. Logan said Wendy was connected to Ernest. Oh my goodness, I don't know. You had no heart attack yet. Woohoo! I thought it was because she said it was like a brick colored van and he's driving a brick colored van. Okay, Jenny said Patty picked up Wendy right before. I guess we'll go with this. Powers of deduction.
We have a witness that saw you pick up Wendy Crane
No,
the
that
night
was a
she was
guess.
killed, Patty.
Okay, look, maybe she was
Yeah,
in
if
my
you
van.
drink that
I was in
many
jail for a
Red
long
Bulls.
time, you know? If I break the law, I'm in violation. That's why I lied.
Okay, I mean, should we? Yeah, let's ask about Angelica.
You saying Angelica Moore
I call
never
her
got into your
Angelica.
van?
Angelica.
Can you think why a witness might have seen that happen?
I don't know who you're talking about.
Can I prove otherwise? Let's see. Vincent. Wait. No. All I know is she went missing right before he got, right when he got paroled. Oh, should have went with yes. Dang it.
We have a witness that saw Angelica Moore get into your van before you painted it.
Can you maybe eat something to help your stomach?
Let's just book him for
counteract
violating
all
his
that
parole, and
acid?
We'll charge
from
him for the
Red Bull?
murders when forensics gets back to us.
No, wait. Angelica wasn't my fault. It wasn't even my idea to pick her up. It was his, honest.
Who is his? Who is he? You have an accomplice?
Patty, if you had an accomplice, now's the time to tell us.
No.
This guy, he had a thing for Angel, okay?
No,
He tried to pick
it's
her up
not
once
healthy.
and something happened.
What was his name?
I don't know, okay?
It was
just a
dude,
one-time thing.
the
He gave me a
Punjabi
name
dude.
and told me to bring it to his place so they could party, okay?
Great. Why don't you show us where his place is?
You know, actually it was it was in my hotel room. One of
Seriously?
those no-tell motels. I don't even remember
Why are
which
you
one.
switching up on us? Do you believe him? No. Why not? Jackson's story is full of holes. He is sweating bullets. Jackson said earlier he hates hotels. They remind him of... Yes, this... Oh! Oh, no!
Enough, Patty. I know cops at Rikers who owe me a favor. They can make your visit there really uncomfortable.
I'm telling the
Crap,
truth, I
messed up.
swear.
Maybe you should sip
You said
some
this guy
water.
tried picking up Angelica before, but something happened. Any chance he was 5'6"? Arab descent?
He's not Arab!
I already said too much.
You tell us who he was right now, and we can work out a deal with the DA.
She's still
You
calling
wait,
him
and
Arab.
you go down alone.
He's Punjabi.
All alone.
Let's try this again. 5'6", Arab descent.
You know him.
The Arab guy. Who is he?
Or are you so stupid you never even got his name?
He ain't Arab, he's Pashtun.
Yeah,
You don't
Pashtun,
like to
not
be called
Punjabi.
Arab.
We got it. Tricked him.
I think I want a lawyer now.
First smart thing you've said so far.
Oh, call for a lawyer. Time to leave. Oh my goodness. Try for a better score. No, we're not redoing it.
I knew Gondapur was hiding something.
We have no physical evidence tying Gandapur to any of the murders.
But we
Believe
can
me,
get
if
it.
Gandapur's involved somehow, I'd love to nail
Maybe.
him. But we don't have nearly enough for a warrant. Find a connection between him and Jackson. Sorry, but that's the best I can do.
A connection between him and Jack. I have no...
Patty's parole officer was able to get us his employment file and several other records from the landscaping company where he worked.
Jackson
You think
did
Gondapur was one
landscaping.
of Jackson's customers?
That's what I'm
The
thinking.
landscaper he worked for had clients all over Long Island. It's possible. Patty Jackson placed
Okay,
a call from his
Jordan.
work phone to David Gondapur on October 20th.
The same day Gondapur paid $227, which Jackson collected. Looks like we found our paper
Yes! We were right. Okay. Let's see.
trail. Mr. David Gondapur, we have a warrant to search this property for evidence relating to the murders of Wendy Crane and Angelica Moore.
Because you're guilty.
Very well, please, come inside. Shall I have some iced tea made?
Actually, we'll start with the garden shed if you don't mind.
I know, see, he was trying
When's
to lead
the
us
last
away.
time you were in the shed, Mr. Gondapur?
I suppose I am in and out quite often. I like to do some of my own gardening. It relaxes me. Mr. Jackson and I have become fast friends as a result.
Mm-hmm.
He is quite talented.
I don't believe that.
I'll keep
he
an
just
eye on
buys his meth
Gondapur
off
while
of
you
him.
have a look.
He doesn't do gardening. Okay, remember, circle objects is select and grab them. Click. Okay, we know this. And we know this. Okay, so we're looking for, what is this? A bloody tool, duct tape, a deodorizer, burlap sack, a shovel, and zip ties. Okay, so off the bat, we see this.
Found some blood on this cutting tool. Could be Wendy's.
You think they would like clean it up, but they don't? Fast. Okay. What's back here? I don't know. I can't see. Is this deodorizer? No, I think that's like bug stuff. Zip ties. Okay, there goes zip ties.
Zip tie. Same brand, same color as we found in Patty's van. Forensics may even be able to tell if they're from the same store-bought pack.
Look for M23 Red Smoke. What's that? What is that? I don't know what that is. Oh, wait, shovel?
No surprise to find a shovel here. But if any of the dirt found on it matches the soil in which the Mangler victims were buried, that'd be powerful physical evidence to convince a jury.
So, duct tape. Can we go? Can we turn around? Cannot. I must be. Okay, here goes the duct tape.
More duct tape. Same as the kind we found in Patty's van.
Okay. And then deodorizer and a burlap sack. I don't. Is this the deodorizer? No, that's not the deodorizer. And a burlap sack. I am assuming this is the sack. Here we go. I don't see deodorizer. Here we go. We got this.
More burlap sacks of atrazine. The shed would make a perfect place to
Oh, it's
assault
a
a
smoke
victim.
grate.
It's hidden, inaccessible.
Grenade.
No way the nearest neighbor could hear anything.
Yeah, I know, Jordan. Yeah, that's Jordan. Okay, and then deodorizer. I don't know where this deodorizer is. Let's see. I'm thinking it's this, maybe back here. Okay, I was right. I was like scared to click on
Air
it.
freshener.
I didn't want to mess
Could
up.
be the same type used in Patty's van to hide the smell of decomp. Forensics will be able to tell me if it's a match.
They're not using Febreze. Okay, so we got all the clues.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be
Woohoo!
used
We got
against
him. You on an iPad and PC? That was so cool. Oh no, we got to go to the judge.
Mr. Gondapur, where is your counsel?
I choose to represent myself in this matter,
Of
Your
course
Honor.
he does.
Your Honor, Mr. Gandapur has ample resources with which to hire a whole team of lawyers experienced in defending clients charged with capital crimes.
Actually, Your Honor, my alleged co-conspirator and I wish to be tried together. We will be co-counselors, Your Honor.
Your Honor, we cannot have one defendant putting another on the stand.
Jake Paul's
Mr.
number
Gondapur,
one.
are you and Mr. Jackson willing to be held responsible for your knowledge
glad
of court
you like him.
procedures, your ability to adequately cross-examine and communicate your side of the story efficiently
Why?
and
Because I have the
effectively?
golden touch.
We are, Your Honor.
Then I see no problem with you representing yourself pro se.
Oh.
How do you plead?
Not
Oh,
guilty,
Tommy,
Your Honor.
thank you. They not guilty, dude. He is such a
Not
pleb.
guilty?
Well done, Mr. Jackson. The rest of you will see you at trial.
Okay, I think this is going to be the hardest one yet.
It doesn't take much
We're totally
imagination
gonna
to
lose this
see
case.
what's going to happen here. They'll each point the finger at each other and create enough reasonable doubt, and both of them will walk.
And acting as their own defense will give them total access to each other. Plenty of time to get their story straight.
Yeah, but Gandapur is a shark. He'll figure out how to put this all on Jackson somehow while he walks.
Yes, he will.
Then get Jackson to roll on him first.
Jackson's a sex offender on parole accused of murdering 8 women. What can we offer him other than life in prison?
A chance to tell his side of the story without Gandapur pulling the strings. Shoot for the moon. If that doesn't work, divide and conquer.
I mean, we don't have anything to offer him. You ate expired pizza?
Do you solemnly swear that
I've
the
eaten
testimony
cold
you're about
pizza.
to give is the whole truth without omission?
I do.
Okay, topics: relationship, trophies, other crime scenes, victim's body. I guess we'll start off with the relationship.
What makes you think Patty Jackson and David Gandapur are co-conspirators in the deaths of these women?
Aside from the physical evidence, I believe Jackson worked
Ew.
for Gondapur.
How so?
I
Why
believe
did you
they
eat
form
that?
what's called a dominant-submissive pairing. You sometimes find with serial killers who work together. As partners, they were able to fulfill each other's appetites. Jackson for sexual violence, Gondapur for murder.
Objection, Your Honor.
Should you stop Logan from theorizing? You thought the molder who eats relish on pizza? I mean, I've never heard that as a topping. I mean, he's theorizing. I don't like. Maybe we should stop him. Oh no, I messed up. See? Oh my goodness, I messed up. Okay.
Most of the
Already.
Mangler's victims were found in shallow graves around Nassau County, but Wendy Crane was found in Harlem, in plain sight. Can you explain?
Patty didn't follow the plan. You see, Wendy had defensive wounds on her hands and on her arms. Something went wrong in the van. Patty panicked and he strangled her, then got spooked and tried to dump the body right there.
Is Detective Logan mistaken about body? He strangled her and he sexually assaulted her. Wait, didn't it say it was strangulation and hold on. We go all the way back. Prostitute looks like a homicide, signs of sexual assault and strangulation, bruise marks on her neck and a few popped blood vessels in her eyes. Okay, so he says is Detective Logan mistaken about... Oh? Okay, good. Okay, what is one other important detail? The methamphetamine found in Patty's pocket, the missing finger, the lock of hair taken from Wendy. Finger, the methamphetamine. I don't know, the lock of hair?
But not so spooked he couldn't stop and take a lock of her hair.
Correct.
Ew!
He had a knife, and I believe those trophies to be extremely important.
Ate a roach.
Objection! Innocent until proven guilty.
Overruled. Innocent until proven guilty is a civil right, Mr. Jackson, not a basis for objection.
Okay, so trophies?
What caused you to think of Mr. Jackson when you became involved in the hunt for the Massapequa Mangler?
When I found out a lock of Wendy Crane's hair was missing.
Is this relevant? Yes. Okay, we have to bring this back. The jury is on their side. How? Taking hair was Patty Jackson's MO. The Mangler's last name was Jackson. Taking souvenirs was unusual for Patty Jackson. Logan simply guessed. The souvenirs was unusual. Mangler's. I think it's this one? Oh no, see.
Why was that significant?
Patty had the same MO with the women he raped.
Objection! I am not a pervert.
Mr. Jackson is a convicted rapist. The locks of hair he took from those women were trophies, souvenirs, if you will.
Overruled.
I don't
We
remember him
appreciate your
saying
time,
that.
Detective Logan.
For this testimony, the jury sides with the defense. Oh my goodness, we lost by 20%. Overall, the jury preferred the defense a little. Okay, we have to come back. Hey Jordan, why are you spamming hi?
Detective.
Okay, need to brush up on your legal objections. Argumentative. Defense is arguing with the witness or asking questions for effect alone, i.e., you expect us to believe this. Okay, so that's argumentative. Asked and answered. When the same question is posed twice, hearsay. Relying on testimony of someone other than a witness, badgering, insulting the witness directly.
I bet you got a nice fat promotion when I got pinched, didn't you?
No.
That's not the way it works.
You put the blame on me because you couldn't solve your case and you thought you were going to get fired.
Okay, he's badgering the witness. Would you like to object? Yes.
Objection, Your Honor.
He's badgering.
Badgering.
Sustained. Move on, Mr. Jackson.
You're trying to ruin my life to protect a bunch of whores.
Yes.
Objection.
He's becoming argumentative.
Argumentative.
Objection overruled.
If I may,
He
Your
was!
Honor, I would like to continue the cross-examination.
No, I
Keep
told
it on
Jordan to
point,
quit
Mr.
spamming too.
Gondapur.
Crap. There.
I am most curious, Detective Logan.
We're so messing
How
up.
did you form your opinion on how my landscaper and I collaborated in the murders of these women?
I've been a detective for over 25 years, mostly in homicide.
Okay, Jordan, chill with the spamming.
Are you a psychologist?
No.
Criminal profiler? Any professional training on the psychology of serial killers?
No.
Well, your opinion can hardly be valid, can it?
Yes.
Objection.
Argumentative, badgering. I'm gonna say being argumentative.
Argumentative.
Sustained. Enough, Mr. Gondapur.
What
Okay, that's a
physical
small
evidence
win.
did you find to suggest that either myself or my co-defendant are guilty of such ghastly crimes as the one suspected of the so-called Massapequa Mangler?
Burlap fibers found in Wendy Crane's hair matched that found in Patty Jackson's van and in your garden shed. Probably most telling was a cutting tool we found in the same shed with Wendy Crane's blood on it. There was also duct tape and zip ties found in the van and the shed that were an exact match for ones found on other victims.
Anything in my home?
Not that I'm aware.
So you found evidence in
But he's
Mr.
gonna say
Jackson's
that he
van,
put it
evidence
in
in
the
my
shed
garden
'cause he's
shed
a
which Mr.
gardener.
Jackson had access to.
That's right.
None of my DNA nor hair samples, nor fingerprints found on any of the victims.
No. You were very careful in that regard.
Just one more question, Detective Logan. As a hedge fund manager, I made $25
so I'll delete
million
it,
last
Tommy.
year alone in salary and bonuses.
That's nice.
Do I sound like the type of person who does his own gardening?
I think it would. Yes, for
Objection.
asked and answered. I don't. Argumentative, asked and answered. I don't know. Is he badgering?
Badgering.
Overruled.
Oh no!
What is this? Some kind of Marx Brothers routine? Get your ducks in a row, gentlemen, or I'll start holding you in contempt.
We're
Sit
doing
down,
so
you imbecile.
bad.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Okay, just calm down, Jordan, on the spamming. We don't want to stress out Tommy. Wrap it up. Okay, for this testimony, your jury has sided with the defense. We are down by 40%. We are totally going to lose this. Is there any way we can
What do we
win
owe the
this?
pleasure?
We've come to make you an offer, Mr. Cutter. One I think you'll find quite generous given the circumstances.
right?
What if Mr. Jackson were prepared to admit to being the Massapequa Mangler?
Just Mr. Jackson?
Manslaughter 2 for my co-defendant. 10 years, eligible for parole in 5.
And you walk away with what? A ticket for littering?
Aiding and abetting. 5 years in a minimum security prison where I am allowed to continue to manage investment funds for clients.
Is this a joke?
Oh my goodness. Make a plea? I mean, like, do we even have grounds to even try to negotiate? Murder 2, 25 years, life in minimum security, life. Murder 2, maybe?
Confess to the killings and I'll give you second-degree murder. 25 years to life with a shot
we're
at
not
parole
doing
at
good.
25 years.
15 years, eligible for parole after 10. I don't have to remind you there's an election near. A sentence like this can be justified, but allowing us to beat the charges and go free, well...
Oh my goodness. Okay, guys, should we accept his deal or should we continue on with the trial? My cousin did that once. He punched his fist through the drywall. I don't know. Okay, should we accept his deal? I mean, the jury is already on their side, and I don't think we can come back from this. No, I'm not mad, Jordan, but you know, you shouldn't spam a stream. It's not cool, dude. No, what? They're gonna walk away. Your fist was bleeding. I don't. Yeah, like when you punch it into a wall. You're not Iron Man. I don't know. Okay, you're saying no. Okay, now you're saying yes. Okay, we're gonna go with yes.
You know what? We'll take it.
What?
It's an election year. Let's do everyone a favor and put one scumbag behind bars.
I mean, I
right
feel
now.
he's going to mess
We
up
can always
anyway,
keep tabs on Mr.
and we
Gandapour
can arrest
in the
him.
future.
And all parties are in agreement over the plea bargain?
Of course, Your Honor. I helped to engineer it.
Yes, Your Honor.
The people accept their
Of course,
plea,
he
Your
helped
Honor.
engineer it.
Then I would like to thank the ladies and gentlemen of the jury for their service. We will begin our sentencing hearing on Monday.
There are 2 episodes after this one. It's
Before
5
I go out
episodes.
there to be trampled on by the media for giving 2 serial killers a slap on the wrist, just what was your intent here? Sweep them under the rug? Let the next generation of prostitutes have to deal with these
No,
killers
we're
after
gonna
they
catch
pay their
him.
debt to society?
Gandapour's courtroom antics aside, the chances of him spending any jail time without a plea bargain were slim to none. Patty Jackson was his ace up his sleeve. Better they each serve time in jail than have Gandapour walk free and find another patsy to keep doing his dirty work.
I agree
Keeps
with
him
her.
off the streets, Jack.
It also keeps your conviction records clean and your future political aspirations
Oh
intact.
my goodness, he is so mad at
Excuse
us.
me if I skip the victory celebration.
Okay, I wonder if there's a different outcome.
Is that what I think it is?
Briscoe's Little Black Book of Unsolved Cases.
How did you...
Wait, Briscoe's
Right.
gone?
I don't want to know. Hold on. Frank Vincenzo Jr. I recognize that one.
Do tell.
He was a tenant in the apartment building where that Glock 17 was found.
Got a forwarding?
According to this, he's still a tenant.
Thank God for rent control.
Wait, are we doing another case? Oh. Okay, whew, that was it. Okay, we did 2. We got 2 episodes under our belt. I think we did better. Okay. I don't even know. Episode 2, we lost the trial. Episode 3, we did get 2 serial killers off the street for a little bit. So, I guess episode 3 went better. A drug search. Oh my goodness. And I don't know. There's two more episodes after this. I guess we'll pick that up. I don't know when, but I think we did 2 episodes. It's 2 hours in, and I think I'm gonna call that a night, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. These credits are just gonna roll. We're just, you know, same credits from last time. So we're gonna let that roll. Thanks, guys, for hanging out with me on this Friday night. It's not evening now. It's actually nighttime. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. I appreciate it. If you have not already hit that like button, don't forget to hit that like button. Let me know if you did like this live stream. Tommy's punching holes in the wall. Don't punch holes in the wall. Go to sleep, Tommy. Oh my goodness, it's almost 11 o'clock. Yes, go to sleep. Sleep it off. Sleep off that Red Bull. Bye, Snooty Kids. Aw, thank you. I love you too. Okay, and I will catch you all later. Hopefully, maybe I will live stream tomorrow. I'm not even sure. But until next time, guys, later.